Going on, y'all? We are back in it. Hold up. Make sure. All right, yeah, there we go, man. Man, we back. We back here to talk. Here to talk. Couple more days, man. But today is the start of football, man. Today is the start of football, but we are here to talk some Cowboys, man. We here to build up on what we had built it upon the other day. We're here to talk about this Cowboys offense versus the Giants defense. Now, on paper, on paper, they look pretty solid. I ain't gonna lie. The Giants defense look pretty solid. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. That front look kind of decent. Corner look a little iffy. But other than that, man, they might try to, like I said, they're gonna come to play early. But late, we just gonna pull away because we just too good. We just too good, man. But we gonna get up here and start talking, man. But yeah, man. So the Cowboys key players, man, and I got, man, going to this game, man, not just talking about for the team, because of course everybody got it, but as far as this game, man, I got is offensive line for the Dallas Cowboys, CeeDee Lamb, and TP. Those are my players. Now, with them, I say TP because, of course, man, what we're gonna do with this run game is gonna fall on his shoulders. How this passing game comes into form is gonna go on CeeDee Lamb's shoulders because, man, look, regardless of who we brought in, what we got, CeeDee Lamb is gonna be every team's focal point. And CeeDee Lamb is what's gonna make this offense go. Because he's still gonna command his attention, because you'd be a fool to go ahead and give him single matchups. You'd be a fool to one-on-one him. But how CeeDee Lamb is gonna come out, Gallup should be the beneficiaries. Definitely Ferguson, Cooks, and others. O-line, we talking O-line because even though, man, we're probably going to have times where we get the ball out quick, but ending the game, running the ball is what's going to be important, right? Early on, you might get it. I mean, like I said, this is going to look different, y'all. And I'm kind of anxious to see, like, genuine. I'm kind of anxious to see, man, how this thing going to look. Now, I've seen other people talk about key matchups. Now, I wanted to get on the key matchups. Low, what's going on? My key matchups, though, I've seen other creators talk about the key matches was the matchups on the outside of the offensive line, far as Tyron and Terrence Steele. I disagree. My key matchups is the Cowboys interior line versus Leonard Williams and Dexter Lawrence. That's my key matchup. It's no secret that on their defensive line, the best thing that they got going on is them 2D tackles. Now, Kayvon Thibodeau, who we'll probably talk about in a little bit, and Ozolari. Now, they are decent. They solid in their own right. But at the moment, what's going to make that defensive line go is Dexter Lawrence and Leonard Williams. Ain't nothing going to go down. Ain't no potential win. Ain't no nothing is gonna go down without them two balling. So when we talk about now, I don't know because Tyler Smith got a hammy, so we can say Tyler Smith slash Awesome Richards and Be Honest and Zach Martin is the key matchups because in this offense, if we allowing them two D tackles to get off, not only is they gonna mess up this running game, but of what we trying to do with Dak Prescott, man, in this offense, in this West Coast, it's gonna be problems. We ain't gonna be able to go ahead and do what we got to do. And of course, the quickest way to the quarterback is what? Up the middle. Now, we know that Leonard Williams and Dexter Lawrence, although they are good, they're more power players than anything. We know they're not no Chris Jones. So as far as that twitchy movement, as far as that Quentin Williams, the Jeffrey Simmons type movement, Aaron Donald, we're not gonna get that with them. But one thing you're gonna get is a whole lot of power. And these boys can't get upfield. Now, Zach Martin, I ain't worried about. Tyler Biotis, I'll be honest, I ain't worried about. And definitely if Tyler Smith is playing, I ain't worried about. However, if he doesn't play, we know that the weak link of the offense will be Awesome Richards. And they're going to pick on him. And they're going to put Leonard Williams on that boy. So, I say that to say this. Dallas Cowboys, regardless of what happened, they better win that matchup. Because if they don't, this game is going to be closer than what it should be. And if you ain't take care of that football, because if they dominate in the middle, there's probably some turnovers that have came to pass. And to lose a game like this, to choke a game like this, man, to start off the season, man, that's a game that you're going to look probably down the line, be like, man, I wish I would have had that game. We don't need that this year because we're already going to have a whole lot of adversity that we're going to have to overcome. I'm already knowing. We're already dealing with it now. We're going to continue to go with it. So that's something that the Dallas Cowboys are going to have to go ahead and worry about, man. If I'm Mike McCarthy, them two boys, I'm circling. Kayvon Thibodeau, even though he might have improved, I'm not worried about him with Tyron Smith. I'm not worried about him with Terrence Steele. Ozolari, I'm not worried about him with Tyron Smith. That's the luxury of having two bookend tackles, man. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about it. They got that. They gonna be in for a rude awakening on that outside. Just like Evan Neal was when it came down to going against Tank. Now, on this offensive side of things, what the Cowboys need to do is dominate time of possession. Now, as long as we stay ahead of the chains, right? On first down, if I get a pass, man, quick pass, man, that led me to 2nd and 7, 2nd and 6. Passing game, that's an extension of the run game. I'm fine with that because that's going to be a part of how we dominate time of possession. As long as we stand ahead, as long as we stay in the positive instead of going backwards, instead of 2nd and 13, 3rd and 11. If we can go ahead, man, and keep it 3rd and short, we're going to be able to go ahead and dominate that time of possession. Now, I also mentioned run to end the game earlier. I mean, that's self-explanatory, right, guys? But play action is also going to be something that I believe can be a huge weapon, right? Um, Now, the way this run game gonna look, it's gonna be interesting, and I'm kind of interested to see how it's gonna look. Now, I don't know. Now I know we're gonna be doing a little something different. I know we're gonna doing a lot of zone scheme, right? But if we can get these 30 yards and if we can stay positive, man, now we not even though we got running backs, man, that can go ahead, man, and hit home runs. If we could turn out 4 yards and carry 3 yards a pop, I'm cool with that. And when you go in ahead, man, and hit them with this play action, especially with the inexperience at cornerback that they have, and also some bums. Now they got Banks. I like Banks though, but he's a rookie. They got was it a Dory? Ain't worry about no Dory Jackson. And then they got what? I think I seen like Darnay Holmes or some other little bum. I'm not worried about their corners, homie. So if we able to go ahead, man, and be effective using this play action, we're gonna have a lot of chunk plays, especially with Gallup and Cooks, especially with Ferguson working them seams. You're gonna have a lot of chunk plays. Terminator. Yup. Yeah, that's the weakest part of the Giants defense is the cornerbacks. Their cornerbacks is trash. Um, I'm like I said, I'm not gonna put Deontay Banks in the trash category because he's not trash. I like the Deontay Banks coming out, but they trash. As a whole unit, they trash. You're gonna have to prove to me. You're gonna have to prove to me that somebody like Darnay Holmes and Adoree Johnson can stop my three-head monster. You're gonna have to prove to me. You see, they're gonna probably put what's his name though. They're gonna put Isaiah Simmons on our tight end though. They would want to. They would want to put him on Ferguson. So they're gonna probably try to cancel Ferguson out with that. Because I hope that, you know what I mean? Because if they don't, man. But I would expect Isaiah Simmons to go ahead and be on Ferguson. That's exactly why they got him. Not only to go ahead, man, and provide a boost to their linebacker room, though, but to go ahead, man, and deal with situations, man, that their cornerbacks might be lacking, right? They ain't got the tools, you know, because they wouldn't dare. I mean, if they could put McKinney on him all they want to, but Ferguson should be able to abuse McKinney. Like I said, your best bet is having Isaiah Simmons on. But yeah, man. And you know, so my questions regarding this offense and regarding this game is: can Dak handle these weapons? Um, and what I mean by that is he just gonna let the game come to him? Is he not gonna force? Oh, I haven't. Oh, say for instance, Michael Gallup didn't have a catch in the first half, and it's just not there for him not to force it to his boy Michael Gallup just because he ain't got a catch. To take what the defense give him and allow the offense to flow. You got a lot of weapons, man. There's gonna be sometimes, man, where there's gonna be a player, man, that just uses a decoy. There's gonna be sometimes where a player just ain't get no love. Well, Dak Prescott feel pressure not only this game, but in the future to try to spread the love around. Now, the way this offense is built, I believe that that won't be an issue. That won't be an issue. But we said there was going to be things that shouldn't be an issue before, and it became an issue. Now, even though they got a cool defensive front, I would expect for them to heat us up. You took the words out of my mouth. You already said it, Terminator. I would expect for them to heat us up. And so we're gonna handle that. Now, is TP Rico? Can we handle that? Can we pick it up? Can we identify that? That's gonna be interesting right there, man. Because one thing's for sure, if they bring in that heat and we ain't got no running backs sticking their nose in, I would hope Hunter Lipke is activated, because if he ain't, man, yeah, man, man. See, it's one thing to see it in practice and maybe a little bit in the preseason, though. But man, when you got Isaiah Simmons, man, running a 4-4-4-3 at you, coming with some fire, and you got to stick your nose in there, man. Man, we're gonna find out about your running backs in pass pro for sure this game. Oh, for sure this game, man. Oh, for sure. But that gonna have to go, man. They're gonna have to handle that though, man. They're gonna have to handle that. I would hope though Hunter is activated, so if these first two running backs can't handle that, I would hope that they will put him in so we can go ahead, man, and be okay in that department. Because I know for a fact that that is your best pass protector in the backfield. That's for a fact. So I would hope that they would make that adjustment. And like I said, if he wasn't activated, you gonna have to put a Schoonmaker back there, man. You gonna have to put Schoonmaker back there. Oh my God, he rolled his ankle today, man. What's going on, Rich? God damn. Like we already damn near might be out with Tyler Smith, but come on, man. Bro, what if, like, look, what if they both miss? What if they both miss? Ooh. Oh my God. Bro. I don't even want to think about that, y'all. I don't even want to think about that. I think the Cowboys will win. I think Lions might. Yeah. I got the Lions to win too. I believe the Lions gonna get that too. Yeah, man. They got on us for saying that though. Like we were supposed to go ahead, man, and automatically count on Tyron Smith to be there the whole year. Like he's done that for the past 2 years. Nah, man. We go in there respecting the worst and hope for the best, man. Man, they need to go ahead, man, and put Tyron Smith, man, in some of that wrapping paper, man. Hey, bro, you don't do nothing till Sunday, man. Cause this man crazy. This man, dang, man. I'm about to listen to what White McCarthy and them talking about earlier because I didn't get to listen to yesterday's one, so I'm about to catch up. But oh my gosh, man, that's crazy, man. Because that was gonna be one of my other things, man. Will the O-line impose they will? That was another key thing. Will the O-line impose they will? And if you might be missing Tyler Smith and Tyron, your whole left side, I mean, you probably can do without one of them. But both of them? Yeah, all right. Cause this giant front, man, it ain't no bums. I'm gonna tell you that right now, man. This giant front ain't no bums. I'm gonna tell you that right now, especially with the addition of Ajalari, and they're gonna have Dexter Lawrence and Leonard Williams doing what we expect our D tackles to do to their linebackers, and Ajalari and them gonna have one-on-one. And if Ajalari and Kayvon got one-on-one, and Tyron and Tyler is gone, Look, I know TP up in there though, but I'm gonna need Hunter Lemke to get some. I'm gonna need Hunter Lemke there. I'm gonna just tell y'all that right now. you know? yeah, man. Yeah, Leonard, yeah. Leonard, that's my guy, man. When he was available, I wanted Leonard. Uh, yeah, that's my guy too, man. I love me some Leonard Williams, man. That's a beast right there, man. He a beast. Um, so I mean, I guess I had that as a question mark, y'all. Now, I guess we're gonna have to find out Friday or Saturday of about this O line, man. So that's gonna be questions that we'll probably leave to address, man, when we find out more situation regarding this. I mean, if it's a rolled ankle, look, Tyron, you can play through that, bro. Let's be honest, man. You can play through that, Tyron. But if it's something else, a sprain, but if it's just a roll, bro, Tyron can play through that, man. Also, man, my question is I want to see about this deep ball, man. What's going on, Craven? I want to see about this deep ball. I want to see how we going. I want to see how we throw this deep ball, man. Cause this deep ball, yeah, we done had some chunk players in the past though, but man, we actually had a real deep threat who is taking the top, who they gotta respect, who you could try to put 8 in the box, but I don't think that'll be a good decision. So how are we gonna throw this deep ball, man? Well, we got wide receivers and a tight end that can go ahead, man, and stretch the third level. Because I don't know what I seen something. I don't know what people talking about though, but CD is a deep ball threat. He may not be as fast as Cooks, but CD is a deep ball threat. Gallup is a deep ball threat, and Cooks is definitely a deep ball threat. So I don't know what I forgot who I seen it there, but I don't know what they was talking about though. But we got wide receivers, man, who can go ahead, man, and attack that third level. So we need to see some of that though, because as we always say, right? If I'm the teams, I'm pressing up because I don't respect the Cowboys deep ball. Will Mike McCarthy establish and establish that message and establish what it is from the first game? Be like, when you play the Dallas Cowboys from here on out, you got to respect the deep ball. So we're gonna press you on the third level. So if you want to go ahead and stack that box, then yo, it's grass. Straight up. I'm worried about that too. Dak couldn't connect with Tavon. Yeah. You right on that, low fella. You right. Yeah. Yeah, man. Hopefully Tober gonna build. Hopefully Tober gonna build on that preseason, man, because Tober is gonna get the Darnay Holmes. Tober gonna get them bums. So Tober got to cook. I would take it that they probably gonna try to see. Look, I wouldn't put Adoree Jackson on CD. You will try. You will want to have to try somebody to try to run with Brandon Cooks. Because if you want to go ahead and put them bums, I would put the rookie on CD. Even though CD don't toast them up, but I will put the rookie on. I don't think they smart like that though, y'all. We gonna see. I don't think they smart like that. But my other question though is Mike Gallup. Is Michael Gallup back, y'all? Is he back? We're gonna find out week 1. To be honest with you, I would like to find out the first drive. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all, man. I would like to find out the first drive. Is Michael Gallup truly back? Or is it for play? Is he truly black? Is he truly? Well, we know he black, but is he truly back though? you know? Shoot, Terminator. Either way, man, they cook food. It better be cooked food. It better be cooked food. I also had can we get them tough yards? Now, this is going to be dependent on Rico Dowdle and TP. Can we get them tough yards? Because even though we may have had a tad bit of a philosophy shift when it comes down to how we're going to attack these defenses with the change of play callers, though, there's a come a point in time where every team going to have to go ahead, man, and get them tough yards. So can he get them tough? Can we get them tough yards? It don't matter who. As a unit, can we get them tough yards, man? That's going to be crucial. Everything ain't going to be peaches and cream and easy. Do these running backs have the ability to get these tough yards on a consistent basis? Because we know for a fact that, hey, even though Ezekiel Elliott lost like 2 steps, we know that he was able to get them tough yards. There were just certain plays that it was just on his determination and on his will that he going to get them tough yards. So we're going to find out, man, hey, TP, man, even though you 200-something pounds, can you use them 200-something pounds, man, when it's time to use them 200-something pounds? Okay, open field, okay, you want to lean, okay, that's cool. But what about 3rd and short, man, where you might going to have to go ahead, man, and run the linebacker over, man, to go get that 3rd and short, to go get that 3rd and inches, to go get that 3rd and short, that 3rd and 1, 3rd and 1.5. Can you get the 2? Rico Dowdle was, even though you have improved, you done been there for a minute, can you do them when the lights is on? I know Deuce Vaughn, when he get his opportunity, I know it's going to be cookies with him. I mean, like I said, I ain't never worried about him, though. But right now, I don't want Deuce Vaughn in a way where he got to go ahead and be the one where he the toughest one. If they look that bad, I'm going to say like, if they look that bad, man, and getting these tough yards, then, as I mentioned before, we're going to have to roll with Hunter Lipke. That's exactly why you see how all my questions regarding these running backs end up with a solution with Hunter Lipke. All of my questions, everything, all my doubts lead to, okay, well, let's see if he can do it. That's how I'm telling y'all, bringing that 4th running back on his roster, that was probably one of the best moves they done made in establishing his 53-man roster. Because all of that is going to dictate to how good this offense is. Blocking, getting the short, dirty yards. Because we can't be soft, y'all. Toughness was an emphasis last year, and toughness definitely must be an emphasis this year. Of course, on both sides, but still on the offensive end, toughness must be priority. I hope so. And of course, as I've been talking about throughout, we need to go ahead and test them CBs. We need to test them CBs. We better not be seeing these CBs lock up anybody. Can't none of these CBs, man, guard none of us. Let's be honest. But to look at now more on the Giants end, right? Like I said, for their key players, we're going to go Leonard and we're going to go Dexter. But then I also got to put an honorable mention in McKinney. McKinney going to probably be able to do some things, man, that is going to help out that back end a lot, whether it be in run support and coverage. You know what I mean? So McKinney is something that if their defense is going to go ahead, man, and be one of the top defenses, he's going to have to be a part of that. But as mentioned, even though we talked about Leonard and Dexter, you got one of the main guys, man, who was showing out in the Super Bowl, and that's none other than Ashawn Robertson. So you got Ashawn Robertson up front that you got to deal with. So that's why having Tyler Smith and all them is going to be essential, because you got to go against Ashawn, Leonard Williams, and Dexter Lawrence. That's some power and some strength, man, that you got. Hey, man, you got to be on your game about going against them boys, man. And then you got Ajalari and Kayvon on the edge. That front is good, y'all. That front is good. The front seven is good. So we're gonna have to protect. We're gonna have to protect. We can't allow them. We can't allow for them to for that pass rush, man, and for them choking out the run to go ahead and protect them CBs. Them cornerbacks need to be pressured throughout. They need to have pressure throughout. We're gonna have to make them show us that they can ball, because I don't believe that they can ball. So they're gonna have to show us that they can ball. They're gonna have to show us that they can ball. Yeah, okay. The cornerbacks is Deontay Banks, Adoree Jackson, Darnay Holmes, and Cordell something. Yeah, man. Yeah, nobody that should be banging with us, y'all. Let's be honest. Linebackers is decent, especially with the addition of Simmons. But it's gonna be the battle of the fronts, y'all. Let's just be honest. Whether it be on our side of the equation on defense versus it's like it always is, probably with every team, pretty much every team, y'all. It's the battle of the fronts, and that's gonna be so important come Sunday. The battle of the fronts. Whoever wins that, whoever come out on top, will come out on top. Let's be honest. Um, that Ashawn Robinson, man, pick up with them is actually kind of sneaky good, because he ain't got to do too much. He just got to be him and just do his job, because Leonard and Dexter is gonna be the one that teams fear, and then you got pass rushers on the outside that they got to worry about. So Ashawn is gonna go ahead and be the beneficiary of a lot of. See, now I know I shouldn't do this right now, but I just want to point this out there, just in case. So you see how they got Ashawn, Ashawn probably 320 something? Lawrence is 330, 340, 350, something like that. Big Leonard is 320 or something like that. You see how they got three guys, right? Now I know they're gonna be running them that 30 front, but you see how they got three guys. You see how they got three guys. Now I say that to say this. As I mentioned the other day, we got Osa, Hank, Mozzie. Who that fourth guy that's going to be needed? You see how they put the emphasis on allowing their pass rushers to do their thing, right? You going to know for a fact that Ashawn, Leonard, and Dexter not only going to keep their linebackers clean or do their best to, but they're going to try to go ahead and create one-on-one match. You're going to see some holding calls, defensive holding calls on one of their behalf, because their whole game is to get them pass rushers one-on-one. And that's how we should be functioning. Not only to keep Leighton and them clean, but to get Micah, Tank, Sam, Dorrance one-on-one matchups. And now I'll say this, even though we're talking about the wrong thing, but it just came to my head, y'all. This team's success, they damn near putting it on Mozzie Smith's shoulder on that defensive end. They damn near doing it, though. Because when it comes down to the front, they depended on the first-year guys to grow from last year. They depended on Mozzie Smith to bring another element to the interior line. That's why I would love to have another vet to have that interior line just solidified. And the Giants is showing the ideology that they should have, since they have premium, in their eyes, premium passers or developing premium passers, that they've taken their interior line, their interior of the defense seriously, so they can thrive. And so to combat that from our end, now I know Jerry Jones paid Zach Martin and Tyler Biotis is continuing to grow as a player, and Tyler Smith is there in the interior. That's the only way that you can combat a defensive line like that is investing on the offensive line. Because, as mentioned, say for instance, if Tyler Smith is gone, even though this team can still do what they do, it's going to be just that much harder putting Leonard and Lawrence on Awesome Richards. This is going to be that much harder. I'm not saying Awesome Richards is a bum, because we know he's not no bum, but he is a rookie that ain't got no experience. That was playing a lot of left tackle in the preseason. Now, we said the same thing with Tyler Smith. Oh, man, you playing a lot of guard today. You got to go to left tackle. And then the man just ended up being golden, right? Not saying that Awesome can't do that, because left tackle is harder than left guard. So it would actually be the reverse, and we'll expect a better performance because Awesome looks a whole lot better in the left guard. And that hamstring, and I don't know how serious Tyler Smith hamstring is, right, y'all? But I don't want to risk him being out a month if all he had to do is be out for a game. He's going to be so much needed against the Jets than he is with the Giants. Because with the Jets, although the Giants got them big boys though, but ain't none of them on the level of Quentin Williams. So would you want Quentin Williams to go against Tyler Smith and Biotis and Tyler Biotis and Zach Martin? Then Awesome Richards and Tyler Biotis. So I know we want Tyler Smith, and they said that it ain't that bad. But if I'm Jerry, if he's still not 100%, I ain't risking it, y'all. I'll just go ahead and have Hunter Lipke, man, keep an eye out on Awesome. If I'm Jerry, if I'm Mike, that's all I'm saying, y'all. I have him keep an eye out on them boys. So we're going to see. They say it ain't bad, but I don't know. Because them hamstrings ain't nothing to play with. Them hammies ain't nothing to play with. And them hammies can get a little bit tricky at times. As we knew, especially from the year that it seemed like everybody and their mama was getting a hamstring injury. What was it, a couple years ago, a few years ago? Everybody and their mama was getting a hamstring injury. So I hope they take Tyler Smith and be a precaution. Unfortunately, like I said, if Tyron, if all he did was just roll it, Tyron can play through that, bro. He can play through that. He can play through a rolled ankle, y'all. If it's that sore, tape it up. He played through that, man. He played through that. Because we're gonna need him. Definitely gonna need him. So but I'm excited to see now back on the Cowboys offensive end, I'm excited to see how Ferguson is going to look surrounded by all these weapons. Ferguson, I believe Ferguson is going to really be the true beneficiary of all these weapons. I believe so. I believe he's going to have a big year. Like I said, if y'all ain't already drafted that man in fantasy, if y'all playing daily fantasy on Sunday on FanDuel or whatever the case may be, Ferguson especially especially on the play actions, man. Especially with Dak and them running play action, Ferguson gonna benefit from that. Everybody pressed, especially man when he does the when he stalls, man, when he act like he blocking and then he go out for the route, man. I could just see Ferguson, man, cooking teams, man, on that, man, uh, multiple times this year, and especially that we got two tight ends, man, that can block. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We we what we got, man, is on this offense, y'all. We got a lot of people that can do different things and that can do multiple things. Um, Now it's okay, Dak. Add to that element. Can we make good decisions this year? Can we use your legs more this year? Now I know they're gonna have called runs where he hitting that read option. He might sneak a few times. But Dak, if you go one read, two read, third read, get out of there. Get out of there, Dak. I need Dak to be Dak. Now we always say this. We said this last year, like a broken record. We need Dak Prescott to get to that 2016 Mississippi State Dak Prescott. Now he didn't have a full off season. He ain't had to fight through nothing. He say he comfortable. The man out here calling plays. So for you to call plays, you gotta be comfortable. We need that Dak Prescott to show up. Because if that Dak Prescott can show up, then we can do our thing, y'all. We will do our thing, y'all. But that's depending on if that's the Dak Prescott that's gonna show up. He gotta show up. Look, that last year Dak Prescott can't show up. That last year Dak Prescott, man, is gonna go ahead, man, and lose us games that we should not be losing. So we need that 2016 Mississippi State Dak Prescott that has evolved in processing the defense. That's all I'm saying, man. That's what we need. That's what this team need, y'all. That's what this team gonna need, man. But as mentioned before, and as I'm mentioning it again, we can bring all these weapons in, and he got a lot. There's a whole bunch of quarterbacks right now that'll love to be behind this Cowboys offense with this coaching staff, with this defense, this offensive line, and weapons. There's a whole bunch of quarterbacks who would love to be in this position. And all Dak Prescott got to do is just make good decisions and just take what the defense give him. And the rest can be history. That's all we saying, man. But yeah, man, I'm about to check in, man, on this Tyron Smith situation, man. See what's going on with that, man. I appreciate y'all for coming through. If you ain't hit that like button for me, hit that like button for me, man. Get this in the algorithm, man. And we'll be back, man. All right, y'all, man. Until next time.